Hey everybody, it's Stuart with Wine on the Dime, and today I'm in Hye, Texas at Hye Cider Company. I'm going to be enjoying a little bit of cider, a little bit of Thai food, and I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about why this is a hidden gem that you need to explore. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, so like I said, I'm at Hye Cider Company, and I'm here today enjoying a little bit of Hye Bay. But before I really get into that, I'm going to talk to you about why this place is really kind of cool. So it started a few years ago. It was built from the ground up, literally by hand in many of the cases, and they have an amazing thing called cider. So it's a mix between cider and mead. So essentially they do a brewing process in which those are combined, and it creates a really unique beverage. Essentially you have this really full bodiness that you get from the mead and a lot of those type of honey notes, but it's a dry note, and then you also get a lot of the apple and the fruit from the cider. So those two things combined make it a really unique taste. They have ciders that range all the way from actual like really honey heavy and sweet all the way to even somewhat sparkling and light like Prosecco. So they have a really big range, and they do a lot of really cool things with infusing with flavors. There's one that has peppercorns. The one that I'm having right now is called the Hye Bay. It's infused with bay leaves, and it pairs perfectly with the Thai food that I'm going to be receiving from the Hye Thai Food Truck. But before my food gets here, let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is the Hye Cider Company Hye Bay. It is cider infused with bay leaves, and I really like this because it has a really nice earthy tone to it, but there's so much more to it than that. So if I was going to review this like a wine, because I'm not certified in beer, so I'm going to do it that way. From a actual color standpoint, you are a deep gold, no artifacts, no cloudiness, slight bubbles, but hey, it's brewed, it's a little bit carbonated, it's nice. All right, so let's get to the nose. All right, so from a nose standpoint, I really like this. It has a touch of bay leaf that's kind of infused all throughout the nose. Up front, I'm getting more of the mead notes. I'm getting more of that honey. It's actually more of like a fresh honey, not like a canny or caramelized honey. So fresh honey up front, bay leaf all throughout, and then in the finish is when I'm getting a little bit more of that fruit. I'm getting more of like that apple. Would taste like a little bit of a pear note as well, and maybe a touch of lemon. Yeah, maybe a touch of lemon. All right, so let's get to the taste. I am also going to consider this more of like a sparkling wine review in a way because it has some carbonation to it. So from a body standpoint, your medium body, actually about, if I had to give a little bit of an acid rating, I'd say you're probably medium plus on the acid as well. There's also this really nice mousse. It's a soft mousse. It's very fine. It's creamy almost. I really enjoy that. That adds also another layer of complexity whenever you're eating it with something spicy like Thai food. All right, so right up front, I'm actually getting more fruit than anything else. I'm actually kind of swapping on my palate what I experience with my nose. So a lot of fruit up front, lots of nice apple, pear, lemon. Then going into the finish, I'm getting more of those actual honey notes. And like I said, this is a dry beverage. It's not sweet. So if you've had mead before and it was sweetened for some reason, or cider that's sweetened, that's not this. This is just like if you were drinking a beer just made in a different format. So I really do enjoy the fact that this bay leaf infuses everything. The alcohol is present, but it's not biting, which could be something that's really dangerous, especially whenever you're looking at things that are fermented that have high sugar values like mead. So I'm glad that it was reined in and kept within balance on everything else. All right, so I guess this time I actually got a blick of cider for the first time. So for balance, you're in balance. I think there's a right amount of body, right amount of acid, right amount of carbonation, right amount of head. Yes, I just said head. And I think all those things play really well together. You get 1 point. Length, yeah, about a medium finish, half a point. Intensity, everything, this is gonna be weird because from an intensity standpoint, I'm getting absolutely everything. But the thing that surprises me the most is that bay leaf could have been so intense, but it's integrated so well that the intensity is right for it, even though there's more of like a subtle hint throughout, and I really appreciate that. So we're gonna give you a full point there. And so from a complexity standpoint, I'm actually gonna give you a full point here too, because I'm getting all the notes that I expected to get from the mead, I'm getting all the notes I expected to get from the cider, and that bay leaf adds another layer of complexity that I really enjoy with this. So overall 3.5 points, you get a very good. All right, so I already talked about the Hye Bay cider. But I really also want to take a moment to talk about the Hye Thai Food Truck that's connected to the Hye Cider Company. What you're seeing right now are their spring rolls, their red curry, and their green curry. This stuff is amazing. They also have pad thai, they have crispy Thai fried chicken, they have sauté, they have banh mi, sandwiches, or you can actually have it in a bowl form. They also have spring rolls that are like veggie or tofu, and then you can choose for most things if you want chicken, if you want pork, tofu, shrimp, and then there's all sorts of heat levels. And I'm not kidding when I say this is some of the best Thai food that I have been able to find, even in San Antonio. I mean, this stuff is just, it's really good. There's tons of vegetables. I'm someone who hates eggplant. They do eggplant right. Like, this stuff is really good. Serious when I say get some of this food, pair it with one of those high bay ciders, and there's absolutely nothing that is going to be wrong in that pairing. You're going to enjoy it and enjoy the chickens running around, as you probably saw, and just have a blast while you're there. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you been to the Hye Cider Company or to the Hye Thai Food Truck? Ideally, you have done both. If you have, leave a comment below. Or if there's other places that you want to kind of hear about that aren't wine related in the Texas Hill Country, leave a comment below. And I will see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime.